Welcome. My name is Thomas. I'm here to share in this video some information that I'll be covering for the remaining of the year going into the first quarter, which starts tax season for us. So I have a tax preparation service. I have a coaching program. And so the information that we sharing the remaining of this month is designed to educate the taxpayer or the client on the upcoming changes that's going to take place for 2021 tax season as far as preparing your income taxes. So these updates that's coming about for 2022, which starts next month, are going to be very important that you want to know, and you want to go to someone who's knowledgeable about these changes that's taking place, so they can better assist you with your income tax preparation needs. So in this here video, I'm just going to do an overview of something you should have gotten already. So it says check your economic impact payment status. So for people who got stimulus one, two, and three in full, you good. There's nothing really to check out. But for people who didn't get stimulus one or two or three for whatever reason, then there's steps to take to make sure you get that money before it's all said and done. And so if you're getting to get stimulus one or two, and I don't only way I see you might not have gotten one or two is either A, you didn't qualify for one or two, or B, you elected your uh, money to come in the mail and it got lost in the mail. Other than that, under those two scenarios, you should have got stimulus one and two if you qualified for stimulus one and two, as well as stimulus three. So what I'm going to do inside the description of this video, I'm going to leave you a link to this PDF that I created uh, that I got off the IRS.gov website. All the information and training that I do comes from IRS.gov website because those are the people who are in charge of the system that we are involved in when it comes to paying injury and income taxes, when it comes to paying your taxes. They're in charge of the tax system. So those are the people I go to get my training from, my research from, and all the things I need to know that's going to help my client to get the results they need to have by having an accurate and professionally prepared tax return. So I'm not going to go through this whole document. That's why I'm going to give it to you. Let you read it for yourself. Let you check it out for yourself. And if you have any questions concerning this information, and that should be only if it's applied to you, then reach back out to me and leave me a comment about that so I can address that for you to help you with that situation. So, like I said, for people who haven't gotten stimulus one, two, or three, then this information will apply to you and what you need to do to correct that. So, if you haven't got stimulus one or two, then you have to do a 2020 tax return, which means if you already uh, filed a tax return for 2020, but for some reason you still didn't get a stimulus payment for one and two, then you'll probably have to do a amended return where you're gonna have to add some stuff to the return that's going to allow you to be eligible for the recovery rebate credit, which is how they make up the difference for people who haven't received stimulus one or two. And if you've gotten stimulus one or two and three, what you want to do for the upcoming tax season is you don't even want to be bothered with that questions of those forms or even filling that out. Because what we found out after the fact was IRS had to manually check everybody who had that credit on their form to make sure that the information that was put down there right was accurate. And so that's what held up a whole lot of tax returns. And we still got people who still waiting for income tax checks. So if you got your money for one, two, and three, like me, I've used Drake software, so I'm able to click a button where we don't even have to answer those questions. We don't even have to put that on a tax return, which it means it won't even slow up the processing of the tax return. So for all the people who've gotten their one and two and three, we'll be doing that for my clients. And so IRS is sending out a letter in 2022 that's going to show you all the money you got from stimulus one, two, and three, so you can take that amount and have it to take into your tax preparation office to the person that's doing your taxes so you can make sure if you are short on the credit and you didn't get what they say they sent you, then now that's going to be a problem. And I suggest that if your refund is a nice size anyway, we would have got without even dealing with this economic recovery big credit situation, is to not even deal with the recovery rebate credit right now. Process your return like you're not even thinking about that. Get your original refund amount, and then go back and do an amended return addressing that issue, because you don't want to hold up all your money just for a portion of some money. And so that's what I recommend with my clients, is that if you got an $8,000 check coming anyway, and you might have another 2,000 coming because of the fact that you might didn't get a stimulus check for whatever reason, and if you qualify for the check, and then hey, it came in the mail and you missed it, and they sent it back, then let's get your original money first. Then we call in and tell them, hey, we never got the stimulus money. What do I do? And they're gonna tell you, hey, do a 2020 tax return, and you'll have to amend the return, especially if you already done it. Well, we're gonna fill it out in a way that's gonna allow them to do their research. Because now they still got to manually go back and check to see if the information that we've submitted is correct, and see if you even qualified to even get the money you say you didn't get in the first place. And so that's the biggest problem. And so for people who already know they got the money, then, like I say, let your tax professional know that, hey, I already got stimulus 1, 2, and 3. I'm good. This recovery rebate credit situation, we don't even have to put it on a tax form if all possible, because I don't need to hold up my refund. And so that's how that's going to work for the upcoming tax season, is that for people who didn't get stimulus 1 or 2, or even 3, which I don't see how, but like I said, the most common reasons why you probably didn't get any of those would be that you didn't qualify for those. So for single people who made over $75,000, they didn't qualify for those. For married couples who made over $150,000, they didn't qualify for those. For head of household people who made over a certain dollar amount, they didn't qualify for that stimulus money. And so that's the only way you shouldn't have gotten any stimulus money at all, if you made a certain income amount. And so if you didn't make a certain income amount, but for whatever reason you didn't get a stimulus check for 1, 2, or 3, then that's a problem. And that's a problem that's going to take a long time to correct. And so in order to deal with that problem, I would deal with the main problem. The main problem is, this is what my refund would look like if we didn't have a recovery rebate credit situation in the first place, which means I want to deal with the money I had coming anyway, and then we'll circle back around and deal with the additional money that I should have gotten that I didn't get. And so if you're looking to start your own tax preparation business and you need some assistance, you don't want to do it alone, you want someone who you can work with, who you can leverage their experience. uh, I got 20 years experience in the industry, 14 as a business owner. And so my coaching program is targeted training that helps you to start, learn how to do taxes, learn how to use professional software. And we work and show you how to go out and use different strategies to go out and get clients. So you have a lot of people claiming to do what I do and making bold promises that's going to help you to make all this money in 3 to 4 months. But in reality, you're not gonna make that type of money in 3 to 4 months, especially if you're brand new to this industry, no prior training, no experience. The chance of you going out making the type of money that they claim in the marketing videos and advertisement videos is slim to none for you. And so don't bleed a hype when it comes to the income amounts that they claim you can make through their coaching programs, because it's not realistic. And so I give you realistic information. I give you realistic point of views about what you can possibly make based on your efforts and what you're willing to go out and do. And that's the key to that. So if somebody tells you you're going to make uh, 50, 60, 70, six-figure income in your first season, I'm not saying it's not possible. What I'm saying is, how well are you going to be good at going out, being brand new, no prior training or experience, just learning how to do income taxes yourself, just learning how to use professional software yourself, and then turn around and go out and get clients for your business all at the same time. How well are you going to be able to go do that? Is the $64,000 question that I asked you. And so I'll be doing these type of videos to end the season out, that's going to be covering the updated information that's going to affect uh, 2021 tax returns, which starts in January of 2022. And I'll see you in my next video.